guys see me now? Hello? I see you chatting. Hmm. Hello? You guys see me now? Alright, good. Hi. Hi. It's so funny, there's like a little bit of a lag, which is funny because I can see you guys saying, I see the old thing, where's TR? And I'm kind of talking to you, but I think it's like a lag from when I talk and when you actually hear me. Does that make sense? Hello, I missed you guys. Did you guys miss me? Oh, you guys see me on Facebook all the time, so maybe not. I was sleeping. I was sleeping before I came on. I was knocked out. No, I wasn't sleeping. I was knocked out. Thank you. Hello, Miss Miko. You in the hearts. You are the best. Oh my God. You, okay. On Periscope, I got like 3,800 hearts. Like 3,500 of them were from you, Miss Miko. You're the best. I was like, I told Robert about it when he got home. I was like, okay, so I got like 3,800 hearts or something like that. I said, but one person gave me like 3,500. Yes. Yes, Liv. Galena was on Periscope with us today. Yes. Yes, you are. You're the best. I know. It's so funny because so many people will watch, but then they don't really tap the screen. And I always wonder, do they fear maybe giving you hearts and they're periscoping too and they don't want you to have more hearts, or what's going on? Because it's so easy to just tap the screen. I mean, whenever I go onto someone's scope, I always tap the screen. It doesn't matter. I tap the screen. And if I love it, I tap even more, but I always send hearts up. It's fun. It's fun. Hey, Barb. How you guys doing tonight? You guys ready for some playtime? Yes, yes. Go see the replay and tap the screen. That would be awesome. You can. You can send me some love. Okay, so I hope I don't yawn through the whole thing. Because, as I said, for those of you that are just joining, I was sleeping. I was knocked out before the scope. Before this, I set my timer to wake me up like at 7:45, so that I would have a couple of minutes to wake up. But that's funny. Yeah, it's fun, and the hearts are fun. That's the thing about it. The hearts are so much fun because while you're doing the scope, when you see the hearts going up for you, it just makes you feel really happy, really good. So I love the hearts. And then they are all different colors. So like when you log on to Periscope, it'll have a certain color for you. And so when you tap the hearts, that's the color that'll sign up. So some people will be purple, somebody will be turquoise, somebody will be green, somebody blue, somebody's red. It's just really awesome. And then you can see all the different colors floating up. It's so much fun. So yes, 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 you guys have to come and you have to tap the screen. You got to send me some love. So 8:04, one more minute, and I'm going to get started because I am so totally, completely going to keep this to 1 hour. That's my goal. Yeah, I know. I was like, that is so fitting that you were purple, huh? That was awesome. That is your color. Yeah, all you have to do, I mean, you're just watching, so you're looking at your screen, so you're just tapping. Even if you're doing something like you said, just stop for a second. I mean, you don't even have to be, you can be looking at somewhere else and still tapping the screen. All right, so I am going to. Oh well, we're not gonna do a two-pager tonight, but you can. You can. You know me. I usually only do a single page, so I'm keeping it to a single page. That would be kind of cool. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. If we did two, maybe one night we will do. It won't be tonight because I'm so sleepy. Gonna be a single page. I'm gonna have to leave my book open though because it's getting fat. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch my screen, and we're gonna get started. Hello there, Mama Rose. All right. While I make a mess, I'm making a mess. Forgive me. Get that out of the way. If I drop my mouse one more time, sorry. Hello, Bonnie. Alright, give me just a second. I just need to see where I am. There. Alright, so this page is fitting. As you guys know, we are using, or I am using my Smash book, which I love. Tonight we are actually going to, you see I have not gessoed, but don't you love this paper? So awesome. Isn't this awesome? I love that. I almost feel like I don't wanna cover it. Let's see. I'm gonna have to get out some matte medium. And I am looking for it. And I don't know. Here it is. Gonna need some matte medium, ladies. So, Roberta, I believe it was you that wanted to learn more about layering. So we're gonna do a little bit of layering today. Alright. So, if you don't have any in front of you, grab some papers. I did put these on, I did put what we were using on my blog to tell you what kind of stuff we'd be using. So I have some little scraps of paper here since I'm only doing one side because we are going to, I felt like picking this up. Oh my God, I love this paper. So two things. You guys, Roberta asked about layering. So we're going to do some layering tonight. And I think it was Diane who doesn't appear to be. If she is here, she might not be on the chat. If you are here and you want to chat with us live, you are going to need to log in. And just for those of you that are here for the first time, I am TR, and my blog is TIARESMITH.com. I'm a mixed media artist and instructor, and I come on here once a month, second Wednesday of the month, and we have a fun, free art journaling class. It's an art party, okay? So tonight we're going to do some layering, and Diane really loved these flowers, and I really did too. So we're actually going to do some flowers like this. So we're going to get out modeling paste or heavy gesso, whatever you have that can give you some texture. So see that texture? We're going to be adding some texture to our flowers too. Alright. Okay, so are you actually at rehab now, Mama Rose? Are you at a rehab facility, or are you just in healing rehab at home? Alright, so if you're here and you're going to layer with me, you are going to just start with whatever papers you have. So I'm actually going to start with this fun paper that I have, and all layering really is just you taking paper, and it doesn't always have to be paper. It could be layers of paint, gesso, modeling paste, whatever it is. It could be textured papers. It could be all kinds of things. Well, thank you there. Thanks for coming. So I am going to tear a piece of this off, and since I did not choose to include texture, I'm going to actually ball this up. This first layer, I'm going to crinkle my paper because I want it to have a little bit of texture. And all you need to do is just start layering. It really is that simple. You just put it one on top of the other. Oh no! This is like sealed. There we go. I was like, I can't get my matte medium open. And you guys know I love it. It is my glue of choice. So you're going to get that matte medium out, and you don't have to use your fingers like I'm using mine, but I like using my fingers. It's quick, it's messy, but it's quick. And I'm going to start adhering my layers of paper. And you put your layers of paper wherever you want. I tend to go in the center, but you do not have to. You can start on the edge of your page or the center. You can adhere on one edge, one part, or you can adhere all over. I always put my medium on the bottom to seal, to stick, and then I put a layer on the top to seal. Well, that's awesome. I'm sure that this is a welcome little change. I can remember when my mom was in the rehab facility. So I'm sending you lots of love and lots of healing thoughts. When will you get to come out? And I just grabbed random pieces of paper. Cause see, these are pieces of paper that were already torn. So I just grabbed whatever. And that's the cool thing. You can just grab your scraps and use them to layer. And this layering adds texture. And I'm not even trying to tear them or make them perfect or anything, except that first piece I did want to tear. Other than that, I'm just taking some paper and I'm going to layer it however I want. You can use magazines. You can use whatever you want. You can use doilies. I did start to pull out my doilies, but I didn't. So see, this is layered on top of one another, and you just start covering up each piece. And again, this is going to create some depth and some dimension in your art, and you'll see some of the edges when you paint over it. Hello, Miss Shandy, how are you? Art Spirit, welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, so just keep on going, keep layering, keep having fun. And I took out this cute little piece. I have this set of papers that's just all kind of random, and this was in there, so I'll use that. What you making for dinner? Alright, so I think I said I wasn't tearing anything, but I want to tear this because I think I want a little piece up here and a little piece down here, and then I'm going to add this paper on here too. So I did tear it in half, and I'm gonna again remember to add your matte medium on the front and the back. Well, on the back and then the front as well. And the fun part of this is you can choose to paint over this entire little collage that we're making here, or you can decide that you're going to let little bits of it peek through in your art, which I may do. I haven't decided. We'll see when I start painting. Chicken, that is exciting. That's what we had for dinner. We had chicken for dinner too. But the thing that made it exciting is that I just bought this mix from Trader Joe's. Well, it's a mixture of vegetables that was really good. It was kale with quinoa and sweet potatoes and carrots, and I don't know if there was anything else in it. But it was quite tasty, and then I made some spinach, so it was good. It was a good dinner. It wasn't as good as last night's dinner, which was the bomb, but tonight's dinner, it was good. It's something I do again. Hello, Arnett. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you guys for joining me. All right, so here you can see my little collage that I made on screen. Just layer a bunch of papers however you want them. Have your baby wipes handy to clean up your messy fingers, because of course you know I use my fingers a lot, and baby wipes really, really help. Alright, so that's it. That's all I'm doing as far as layering is concerned. But just again, for those of you that are not familiar with collaging and layering, it really is whatever you want. Get textured papers, get plain papers, get book papers, get use music papers, use whatever you like. Okay. Alright, so now it's time to add colors. You probably saw my post on my blog that had the colors. You know, sometimes I stray a little bit from the colors, but I'm going to show you what colors I pulled from my stash. These are the colors that I pulled from my stash. I've got my Americana here, and I pulled the honey brown, saffron yellow, light buttermilk, sea glass, and cherry red. I will let you know immediately that my flowers are going to be cherry red, saffron yellow, and I actually might do honey brown, and then the rest are going to be my background. And I also Adirondack stream and pool. Okay. And since matte medium is wet, I'll dry just a little bit, and then we're going to start painting. What was that? Excuse me, I just heard a weird noise in the house, and I was asking my husband what it was. I don't get too crazy with the drying. Alright, so I do need to add a little bit of gesso, and I'm really literally going to add a little bit of gesso. I just kind of want to keep the gesso simple tonight. Just a simple layer, light layer to help with the smoothing, you guys know, of the paint. So I always dip my paintbrush in water, and then I spread. And as you can see, I think I'm gonna let some of the back paper show. And I think that what I'm going to do is take my baby wipes and wipe some of this gesso away. Just kind of randomly, wherever it kind of picks up. So I'm kind of dabbing the brush, the baby wipe, to pick some of the gesso up, because I like the look of the background papers, so I want some of it to show. So you can rub like I'm rubbing to let a little bit more of it show. This just lets some, and who knows what painting is going to do. Painting may take some of this away. It was gesso, so I just added gesso. Okay. Alright, so now I am going to start adding some colors. And these Adirondacks, unfortunately, they dry. They dry up and they turn to I'm gonna call it plastic, and I actually think that some of these are very plasticky. So we're gonna see if we can get some color out. If not, I don't care. I will move on to a different color. I think this one is turning to plastic. So I think I'm actually just gonna go through my Adirondacks and throw them in the garbage. Because they were so generous. The company was generous. I had 20 something bottles, hadn't used them. They all turned to plastic. They replaced all 20 something bottles, but now guess what? They're turning to plastic again. So I think this time I'll just be done. And I'm just kind of flicking my brush just to get some color on here, but I'm not gonna cover it in this color. And I think I'm gonna take my baby wipe again and get some of this off, still letting some of the background paper show. Loving that. Yes. Okay. And now I'm going to add sea glass. I'm going to stop playing with the Adirondack. And I'm going to do something I haven't done in a while. Add that. So that's a little bit of Adirondack. I'm going to spritz with water, and I'm going to take my brayer okay. Now I'm going to take some of the buttermilk. I'm going to add some of that to the background. Using my fingers this time though. And see, it's so wet that it really is just kind of spreading the color that's already down a bit. So I am going to take some color up. Again, I'm just going to keep taking color up so that some of the background papers are showing through. I'm just dabbing now because I want it to look a little different. Yes, there. I'm loving that. Alright, now I'm actually going to go back and I'm going to try to get a little taste of this Adirondack again. Ugh. And see if I can add just a dab of color onto the page, and then I'm gonna dry it because I liked the darkness of it in spots. So I'm gonna see if I can get a smidge out. Maybe I'll spritz a little spray of water in here, shake it up, and see if that helps me out at all. So I'm shaking like a mad woman. Alright. I'm going to shake some more because this stuff is thick. And see if I can get a little bit out. That, yeah, maybe. There, you see my little dab? Let's see if I can. Yes, that's exactly what I want. Just some random spots of the dark. There. Love, 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 love. Cleaning off my roller, trying to be a little neat, just a little. Alright, so now I'm going to dry a little bit. Yeah, I'm digging on this, Miss Miko. And what I'm going to add some more color to the background, but for now I just wanted to do this and dry it a little bit so it'll stop blending. Alright, now I'm just going to take a smidge of the red and a smidge of the yellow Literally. See that? One little drip. And a itsy bitsy teeny spritz. That is all I want. A itsy bitsy baby spritz. And I'm going to do the same thing with the red. I'm sorry. I know I'm not going slow. Y'all know I try to do this within 1 hour. And we still got to mix up modeling paste and colors. So, again, a smidge. One little baby drop. And a little baby spritz. And the same thing. We just want a smidge of this color. Okay? Yes. Love, love, love that. Clean off your supplies. Clean off your supplies. Alright? So there. You have that. Now you want to dry it a little bit. Okay. Now I'm getting ready to do just a little something. I have my paper towel, and this is actually from the aluminum foil roll, and so I'm gonna stamp a few circles in turquoise. Oh gosh, if I can, this doggone Adirondack. All you have to do is add some color to your plate and use your plate. So I'm going to stamp some in red in 3 colors. I'm going to use a little bit of yellow, a little bit of red, and I'm really just a little bit, and a little bit of the saffron yellow. Grab a paintbrush, any brush, just a brush, and you want to add some color to the bottom. And I'm actually going to do 2 colors, I think. So I'm going to put some of this bottle stream, I'm sorry, it's called stream, on the bottom of my roll here, and some of the yellow. And see, so you can see them, and they're not super dark, and that's perfect. You kind of want it to blend, and then I'm going to turn it on the other side, and I'm going to add red, and I think yellow. And I don't care that the colors are blending a little bit. Oh, actually, I really, yeah, I like that. I picked up the yellow before I cleaned my brush, and that turned out to be quite a delight. So just randomly place some circles on your page. Okay. And just turn it over. I just turn my this, you know, use each side of the roll. And that's all I'm going to do with that. And now I'm going to put this down to the side somewhere and wipe off some of the paint that I'm getting all over myself. And I'm going to dry because I think I want to stamp a little. Oh, I love how this is looking. Yes, 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 yes. I got a little quiet there, but I'm still here, and I am going to grab some stamps. I just picked this little, I just got these cute stamps here, and I'm going to use this one. As you can see, circles appears to be my theme tonight. And I don't, okay, I'm looking to see where my block is. Y'all know that I don't keep my block handy, but I do see it. So I will use it tonight. I usually just slap my stamps down and don't even use my block, but I have it here tonight to use. All right. Alright, so I'm just going to stamp it randomly, and I'm not going to add any embossing powder tonight. Usually I do, but not tonight. Hello, Miss Kiva. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And just gonna randomly add this stamp. Yes, good. I was worried if it was going to show up or not. My pen right there is in the way, so I hope that, yeah, it got down just a little, but not enough. Yay, I love that. I love those. Can you guys see that? I'm going to pick up my page in just a second so that you guys can see those fun circles a little bit better. See the stamps? You can see the stamps and the letters a little bit better. Love that. And I think I'll just take one across here, across the bottom. Do another right over here. Now I think I'll be done. Yay! Love, 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 love. Alright, so now for the fun part. It is 8:38, so now it's time for us to add some texture, some more texture. So you can see all my cute little stamps. All the color and texture. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Yay. Alright, so now for this next step, you are going to need something to mix your color with heavy gesso or modeling paste, whatever you're using. So I'm going to go ahead and just use heavy gesso. And you're going to need a palette knife or something like a palette knife. And all I'm going to do is grab some of this gesso. And this is heavy. It's really kind of cool. I love it. You see how thick it is. It doesn't run. It doesn't do anything. It's just heavy gesso. So I'm going to add enough so that I can make maybe 2 flowers. I hope that I'm not getting crazy and that I could do at least 2 flowers. Well, maybe 3 flowers with 1 color and 2 flowers. You know that I like odd numbers because odd numbers appeal more to the eye. So I'm thinking that we're going to do 5 flowers. Okay, so with the first one, I'm going to go with the red, which for me is cherry red. And you just add a couple of drips to your gesso and you mix it up. And just remember that it is acrylic paint, so that means if you add too much, it is liquid, so it's gonna it is going to soften up your gesso. I mean, it won't be as thick, so I would like my red to be more red though, so I added a little bit more and hope that it doesn't become too liquid because I'm just, oops, now that was a lot. So we'll see how that goes. It's still thick, so that's good. And it is getting a little bit more red. So I'm going to add 1 more, but this time I'm going to not blend it as much and see what happens when I clump it on the paper, and then you just simply swirl it for your flower. And I like to swirl it and allow some of the paper from the bottom to show. See how the paper kind of shows through some of my swirls? I want that. And just place them randomly wherever you want, and it looks like this is enough for 2 flowers. So I'm just gonna clump it on here. I'm using the edge to swirl because doing that is what is allowing me to get this texture. These are going to take forever to dry, but boy, when they dry, what fun they will be. And maybe, just maybe, I can get a baby flower out of this, so that I at least have my 3. 1 color at least should have 3. Alright, so I am swirling, just swirling with the edge, making my flower. And remember, you want to let that scratch come through and show your paper. Meaning here, I'm going to hold it a little closer. See how you can see through to the paper underneath? You want that to happen. See how thick that is? Those are going to be fabulous when they dry. And this one's a little funky looking, so I'm going to swirl that a little bit more to make it look more like a circle. Thank you. Alright, so I'm moving on to color number 2, which is going to be my gold or yellow saffron. Add a couple of drops there, and I added more than a couple of drops because I want it to be yellow, good and yellow. And I'm going to do it just like I did that and see what happens, where I don't blend it completely. I'm going to try something fun and funky. I really want that red, so I am dripping right on top, and I have no idea what's going to happen, but that's what I want. Yes. So I just dripped the red on top because I want that red color in here. Oh, that is fun. Yay, it worked. So I'm going to do the same thing with my yellow. I'm going to, oops, get rid of that. And I'm going to add my yellow flowers. And then I will add some color on top. Although this one seems to be doing more of what I wanted, showing various shades of yellow, but I'm still going to add some color. And I'm trying to bunch them together somewhat. And I am going to take these, thank you. I'm going to add a little bit of color because I want the deepest color of this to show. So, alright. Love that. Oh, good grief, I love that. See how they swirl and they have their dark color in there too? Love it, love it, love it, love it. Alright, so I'm changing my mind because the last color I was going to do was going to be brown, honey brown. Instead, I think I'm going to make it the sea glass. Yeah, I'm going to make it the sea glass, and then I'm probably going to try to get some of that bottle to swirl on top. So, I'm going to get a little bit more of my heavy gesso, or for you, you're probably using modeling paste. Get some modeling paste. I'm going to mix this color. So this is going to be a light color because it is a light color, and I'm mixing it with white. So come on, there we go. So time to add our last couple of flowers. Just keeping it moving. Keep swirling, adding texture, and then I'll just put one right over here. Making this one a little bit bigger. There we go. Love, love, love. All right, so next I'm gonna try to see if I can get some of this doggone stream out of here and add to those flowers. This is gonna be a challenge. Let's see. Yeah, there. It's working a little bit. Yes. There. Love it, love it, love it. Yes, that worked, that worked, that worked. All right. Now, one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to squirt a little bit of this sea glass onto my finger, and I'm just going to add some randomly around. I just like it. It's a light color, and it helps to brighten up the space around the flowers. So I always think of it as like illuminating the area. And it's just fun because you're blending some more color into your art. Love it, love it, love it. Hope you guys are enjoying this. I got a little bit of the yellow, and I'm adding some to around as well. That's the fun thing about your fingers. You can add color, just dabs of color here and there. Got a little bit on the flower, but that is okay. That's a little dark, so I'm going to get a little bit more of the sea glass. Take some of that darkness out of there. Look at that. It's so funny watching these colors blend. Alright, I think I'm gonna leave that as is now. I'm gonna dry just a little bit because these are super wet. I will add some stems, and then we're gonna be done. I want to add a rub-on. I'm not sure how that's gonna work, but I'm gonna try it. As usual, it does a stop broadcast, start broadcast, so I'm hoping that I saw Bonnie wrote very nice, so